Ever heard of black holes that can eat light? No matter how fast light travels, it still can't escape. How's that possible? Why can something with no mass get swallowed? Join this thrilling two-part story and get ready to be amazed by this mind-blowing cosmic power. Imagine an object in space that can eat anything. Stars, planets, even light. That's a black hole. But how is that possible? Isn't light super fast? To understand this, we need to dive into Einstein's theory and the crazy strong gravity of black holes. Don't worry, it's going to be fun. Ready for a trip into the world of black holes? Hold on tight. This journey might twist your brain a little. First of all, what is a black hole? In short, it's the corpse of a giant star. After a massive star explodes, supernova, its core can collapse under its own gravity and become a black hole. But it's not a hole like a drain. It's more like an ultra-dense point with insane gravity. The gravity on its surface is so strong that nothing can escape, not even light. The gravity of a black hole is like an overpowered magnet. The closer you get to the event horizon, the outer boundary of the black hole, the stronger the pull becomes. The event horizon is like an invisible line. Once you cross it, you're done for. No way back. Even light that crosses it can't escape. That's why black holes are black. No light comes out for us to see. But wait, light doesn't have mass, so how can it get pulled in? That's the cool part. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, gravity isn't just a force between objects, it actually bends space and time around it. Imagine a trampoline being pressed by a heavy ball. That's like the space-time around a black hole. Light passing through, that gets bent, and can even get swallowed. Imagine you're riding a motorcycle on a straight road, but suddenly the road warps into a spiral. You can't ride straight anymore, right? You'd get dragged into the center. Light is the same. Once it enters the supercurved space-time near a black hole, it can't travel freely. It gets trapped, and eventually swallowed whole. Interestingly, light actually tries to escape, but once it gets too close, the energy needed to break free becomes infinite. No matter how fast it goes, even at the speed of light, it's still not enough. So in the end, it surrenders and falls in. That's why black holes are called absolute prisons. Once you're in, there's no coming back. And this isn't just theory. Scientists have actually seen black holes indirectly. In 2019, we captured the first image of a black hole's shadow in galaxy M87. The photo shows light swirling around the black hole like a fiery ring. That light hasn't been swallowed yet. It's spinning right at the edge. Terrifying, but also incredibly beautiful. Fun fact, the bigger a black hole is, the gentler its gravity feels at the event horizon. So if you fall into a supermassive black hole, you might not get crushed instantly. But don't get your hopes up, you still can't escape. The death is just more elegant. Kinda ironic, right? The bigger they are, the more polite they are in devouring their victims. Speaking of death, anything falling into a black hole goes through something called spaghettification. Sounds silly, but it's scary. Gravity at your feet is way stronger than at your head if you fall in feet first, so your body gets stretched out like a noodle. And it's not just people. Even stars can get cooked like this. So, black holes aren't just space vacuums. They're the result of extreme natural laws. Gravity so strong it bends space and time and traps light itself. But wait, if everything gets swallowed, where does it all go? Is it really gone forever? This is where the real mystery begins, and we'll dive into that next time. Okay, so we already know black holes can swallow light because of their extreme gravity. But now the big question is, once light and other stuff get swallowed, where do they go? Gone? Destroyed? Or maybe lost in another universe? Scientists are still debating this. Some say everything vanishes, but there are also wild theories that make us think, whoa, this sounds like sci-fi, but it might be real. One famous theory comes from Stephen Hawking. He said black holes aren't totally eternal. They can evaporate through a process called Hawking radiation. So even though nothing can escape from inside, black holes can slowly lose mass from their edges. Over time, they shrink and eventually, boom, vanish. But this process could take billions of years. But wait, If black holes can disappear, what happens to the information from everything they swallowed? This shook the physics world, because according to the laws of the universe, information can't just vanish. But in black holes, it seems like everything gets erased. This is called the information paradox. Imagine throwing your diary into a pit, and then the pit is sealed forever. Is the info really gone? Some scientists believe the information is still stored on the black hole's surface, like a hologram. So even if you can't get it back, the imprint remains. This is called the holographic principle. It even inspired a wild idea. Maybe our entire universe is a giant hologram. Everything we experience could just be a projection from the edge of the universe. But it's not just about information. There's also a theory that black holes could be portals to other universes. Yep, like wormholes. So maybe a black hole is connected to a white hole on the other side. What's a white hole? It's the opposite of a black hole. It spits matter out instead of sucking it in. But we've never found one. It's still pure theoretical fun for physicists. If wormholes are real, then maybe things falling into black holes don't totally die. They get sent somewhere else. Who knows, maybe it's the universe's way of doing teleportation. The problem is, black holes aren't stable to travel through. Their radiation could destroy anything before it makes it across. So galaxy hopping via black hole. Cool idea, but basically suicide. Then there's the multiverse theory. Simply put, our universe might be just one of many, and black holes could be bridges to brand new universes. So each time a black hole forms, it might create a baby universe. Crazy, right? So maybe every collapsed star doesn't just die, but gives birth to a whole new universe with its own laws of physics. If any of this is true, then black holes are like cosmic secret doors, holding things we can't yet see or understand. But for now, no one's proven these theories directly. We can only observe their effects, like weird gravity or bent light around them. The rest? Still a huge mystery filled with question marks. But that's what makes black holes one of the coolest topics in modern science. They teach us something important. The universe is way stranger than we thought. Sometimes answers don't come from telescopes, but from equations, ideas, and the courage to think beyond limits. Who knows? Maybe your generation will crack the code someday. So, black holes aren't just light-eating machines. They're gateways to deep questions about time, space, and reality itself. Why can they swallow light? Because gravity can bend everything. Where does everything go? Maybe to somewhere we can't reach yet. But one thing's for sure. Black holes show us that the universe is deeply mysterious and full of hidden wonders. Black holes aren't just star-eaters. They're the deepest mysteries of the universe. From vanishing light to the possibility of new universes, everything's still a puzzle. But one thing's for sure, the cosmos is way crazier and cooler than we could ever imagine. If this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss other exciting videos. Likes and comments will also help this channel grow even more. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.